Okay, so this morning we will continue to learn on page 76. Now we are now in question 2, second question. Okay. Can the husband in your family invite his friends to your house without the wife's prior permission? What about in your case? Can you invite your friends to your house without your wife's permission? Is that okay?
Let me check.
Yes, number 2. Page number 2. Question number 2, I mean.
I don't understand about the wife prior permission.
Permission means. Let's have this one. Permission. Uh, mm. What about this one? Can you understand this one? Consent or authorization? Not yet. Do you understand the meaning now? Consent or authorization? Not yet. Let's have,
Yeah,
yeah, English. Translation. I know. Permission. Okay. In your language, this is it.
yeah, really clear. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, what about you? Can you bring or invite your friends to your house without your wife's prior permission? Or you need first to bring your friends. You need first to have the
Uh,
yes. How do you practice in your family?
in um, friends. Yeah. And when I want invite someone else, like my friends, my neighbor, or my relationship, that's be okay.
Even if your wife,
Uh, yeah,
yes, it's okay because they are your friends also. Now, here, number 1. I have no objection. Let's read first the difficult words. Okay. Turnover means give to. Example, you are the president of the company, and being the president of the company, yeah, you have many responsibilities, duties and responsibilities to your company. Now, example, if you will not work anymore or you will go to another promotion, you will turn over, you will give your responsibility or your obligation to the company to another person who will become the new president. That is turned over. You have to give something to. Is that clear?
yeah,
Yes. Budget means amount of money a person or organization has to spend with. I know in your company, you always, yes, allocate budget to the expenses. Accountable, responsible for the effects of one's action. Yes, since you are the boss of your company, since you are the manager of the company or the owner of the company, you are always accountable. You are always responsible for the effects of your decisions in the company. That is why, yeah, you always need to be careful in making actions and decisions. Hospitality means friendly reception and treatment. Friendly reception and treatment of guests or strangers. Yes, when we have our visitors, especially when they are sleeping with us, yeah, at night, we will secure, ensure, we will ensure that we have given them the best service from food, accommodation, and as well as the room that they will be about to sleep. Prior means coming before in time, order of importance. Example. Okay, my daughter, when she will bring sometimes, sometimes when she will bring many friends at home, before, prior means before. Before they will come, before their friends come with our family, okay, she asked me first whether I am okay. Okay, sometimes, yeah, there are many visitors. Yeah, her classmates are visiting in our family, so therefore she informed me first. This is prior. Next, we have I have no objection to my husband's friends visiting our house. They are always welcome, but I do object to being surprised by their arrival. I'd like to know ahead of the time so I can prepare to welcome them with the full hospitality my home can offer. Okay? So, in this answer, the wife wants to know ahead, to know before the time who are the friends of her husband, her husband coming their home, because he wanted to prepare them with the full hospitality, just like preparing the food, preparing the drinks, or preparing everything in the house so that she can welcome them well. Okay? So this is her points. This is her reason why she always wants to know before, on time, that her husband is bringing friends, okay, to visit their family. Okay, number two. Please read the answer.
Mm, I've noticed that my wife friends are free to drop by whenever they like, without any sort of prior warming, warning or invitation. All they do is sit around and gossip, while our normal family routine is interrupted. But if I ever bring my parents,
Pulse.
right?
Yeah, pulse. This means friends. Pulse
Uh,
means friends.
yeah, parents home with me. They will treat us as though they are the nuisance, nuisance. And then after they leave, I know that my wife will have a plenty to say about not being given any advance notice. Reminding her about her friends' visits never seems to have any effect on the tone of the conversation.
Okay. So the couple, the husband and wife here are having a bit misunderstanding about their friends visiting at home now. What uh the husband, okay? The husband have noticed that his wife's friends are free to drop by whenever they like. So they did not give any notice, okay, that they will be visiting their house. And then, without any sort of prior warning or invitation, they all they do is to sit around and gossip, okay? Sit around and gossip for quite long time. Thus, the husband is telling that the routine, their normal family routine is interrupted. Okay. But according to the husband, if he brings his pals or friends at home, mm, his wife treated them as the nuisance or the disturbance. Nuisance means disturbance. And then after they leave, his wife has many has many things to say about not being given any notice. Okay? So the husband is also reminding the wife that her friends also is not giving notice at all. They drop by anytime to their place. But yeah, it doesn't have any effect to the wife. The wife keeps on complaining that the friends of her husbands are disturbance and nuisance. Do you understand? Do you understand his answers?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you in your case? Okay. Uh, does your wife feel bad when you bring friends at home without informing her ahead of time?
Uh, I rarely to invite another person in my home, uh, and sometimes the person always come my home. That's in my neighbor or something really close friend. And every time my wife always happy and don't care about any problem. Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. Number three, can the husband come home whenever he wants, no matter how late, whether the wife likes it or not? What about you? What time do you come home?
Mm, I I always try to come uh, my home before 5 p.m. every day.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's very good because you try your best not to come home late. That's very good, okay? Here let's learn her answers. Their answers. I can come home anytime I want to, even if I had too much to drink, as long as I'm prepared to sleep on the couch or in the car. But at least I have a hot breakfast waiting for me in the next morning. Okay. So the husband is, what is that? Going home very late whenever he want. He doesn't care about, yeah, coming home early or before 5. If he wants to come at 1 a.m., yeah, if he wants to come at 2 a.m., then he can. But of course, he has to prepare himself that he will sleep on the couch or on the car because, of course, his wife is no longer awake. because in that time, 2 a.m., dawn, yeah, everyone is falling asleep, very sleep that time. So in that way, he cannot enter the room anymore. Therefore, he sleeps in the couch or in the car. Do you like that idea?
The I think maybe in the some situation when the men come back really late and they don't want to uh, every people wake up. So the best way he can sleep in the car or sleep on the couch. Yeah, sometimes
Mhm.
like a sofa.
Yes. Please read number two.
I realize that sometimes my husband can't control how early he comes home. Uh, Entertaining customers is an important part of his business, but he calls me to keep me informed about his estimated uh, arrive, arrival time. At least then I don't have to worry about something having happened to him like an accident. And I know that he always tries to be back at a responsible hour. So we can spend some time together and still get enough sleep to stay healthy.
Okay. So in this case, the husband sometimes cannot control how early he comes home because he is still entertaining customers. But the good thing of him is that he always informs his wife. So that is why his wife is free of worries about what happened to her because it's always true that when the husband comes home late and when he doesn't inform his wife about what is he doing, what he will be doing, the wife will be very worried because the wife may be thinking of some bad things about to her husband. So that is why it is very important to always inform your wife, yes, whenever you come home late. Okay? Number
Yeah.
four, who has the stronger voice in deciding to buy things such as car or furniture? The man or the woman of the house? Okay? In our house, we have a simple rule. If it is strictly for the house, my wife makes all the decisions. If it is something entirely for business, I decide. But we have to reach an agreement on everything else. Sometimes my opinion prevails, and sometimes it's my wife's call. Yes. So they have a rule in this answer. For if it is for house matters, then mm, it's the wife who will decide. If it is for the business concerns, then the husband. But they always have to discuss on their plans, and they always agree on some things and everything. There are times that it's the wife decision prevails. Sometimes also it's the husband's decision. So they are both um, exercising their right to decide in their home. Number two, please read.
My husband thinks he makes all the decisions, so he is very happy about the way we dress and the way our house looks. Once in a while, on uh, duly unimportant matters, I let him do whatever he wants. I know the value of stroking his male ego, but I also know that he doesn't have a very good taste. or even sometimes very much sense about these matters.
Okay.
So,
So, in this case, yeah, my husband thinks he makes all the decision. So he's very happy about the way we dress and the way we choose house we and the way our house looks. Once in a while, on an important matters, I let him do whatever he wants. I know the value of stroking his main ego, but I also know that he doesn't have very good taste or even sometimes very much sense about these matters. Okay. So in this answer, the wife is giving his husband the full freedom or authority to decide for many things. What about you in your family? Who decides? Who decides for everything?
the thing really important like car, vehicle, or furniture, I always the main person offer decision. And other thing not important to related about kitchen or something like that, my wife will uh, make decision.
Okay, so both of you are deciding things. Prevail means be the strongest influence in a situation. Call, decision. Stroke, promote feelings of self-approval as by flattery. Number 5. How have women gained a dominant role throughout our society as well as in the family? Okay, so let's have the conversation now. Okay, let's learn first the difficult words. Okay, you have run, conduct, manage, or perform. Yeah, I know you run your business. You conduct and you manage and perform the roles in your business. Concede, admit as true or real. Admit as true or real. Prejudge, make a judgment about something before everything is known about it. Sometimes our mistake is we prejudge people by just looking at their appearance. Okay? When we see a person, we make judgment. Oh, this person is not good, is not kind. This person is not competent by just looking at his or her appearance. But that is very wrong because you do not know you have not known him fully. So it's early to say about him. Fifth, belong to a particular group of belong to a particular group or set of ideas. Remarkable means unusual or surprising. Next, account for, explain or give reason for something. On that account, for that reason. Next, we have here, next, let's have here, okay, I am the female and you are the male. Okay, I will read now. You think you have a smart answer for everything, don't you? Why don't you just admit it? Women are smarter than men. That's why you kept us down for millennia because you knew you couldn't compete with us in a fair contest. So you made sure we would stay uneducated and stuck at home raising kids.
We pass a non
Where,
age.
where?
back. Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's have here. How have women gained a dominant role through our society as well in the family? You are the male and I am the female. Please read your part.
yeah. Did you read the paper? It looks like another country is going to have a woman president soon.
What? That's not news. There have been lots of female president and prime ministers. Most of them have been better than men who usually run their countries.
Are you claiming that women are superior to men?
Well, aren't they? Do you deny the point I'm making? How would you account for it then?
Not all the women in those positions did a particularly good job, and though I'll concede
Concede.
that's most con-
Concede.
concede concede that most of them were excellent, but it's not a matter of gender.
What is it then?
Well, some people are negatively prejudiced. Maybe
Prejudge.
it,
Prejudge.
yeah, prejudge.
Mm.
Maybe it's sex or race or family background, but no one expects them to get ahead. Most occupation, especially in government and politics, uh, kept a woman out for a long time. Someone very talented person who happens to be woman woman comes to the top of her profession, and that's an exceptional job because she had to work even harder than her male rivals
Rivals.
to get
Rivals.
rival to get to that position. If she had been a man and had accomplished the same things, no one would mention his gender. But a woman or anyone else who does not fit the stereotype would be especially noticed uh, on that account alone. But as more women succeed, gender will become less remarkable.
Okay. You think you have smart answers for everything, don't you? Why don't you just admit it? Women are smarter than men. That's why you kept us down for millennia, because you knew you couldn't compete with us in a fair contest. So you made sure we would stay uneducated and stuck at home raising kids.
Most men are much bigger and stronger than most women. And of course, men can't have babies. So it's true that men did most of the hard work outside the home, and women took care of the family. Now, most jobs don't need physical strength to perform, and families are not smaller. So men opened many opportunities to women, but neither man or woman are smarter than the other, thus because of their gender.
Men did no such thing. It, Men did everything they could to keep their women down. It was the women who forced men to hire and promote them. Some men were smart enough to realize that the job would get done better if women did it. That's all.
Somehow I get the feeling that I'm the one who is being told that's merely because of my sexual ident uh,
Identity. Identity.
identity. I'm automatically being placed in an inferior role. It's wrong for men to do that to women, and I think it's wrong for women to do that to men as well.
Okay. Get used to it. It's payback time. What are they talking about in this conversation?
I think they talk about the samening rules between the man and the woman in the model society when the society more developed with rarely faced with the hard job and technology to make the house chores become more lighter. At that time, the man can easy to do the house chores like a woman, and the woman can do the hard working like man outside.
Okay. Now, who do you think is more smarter or capable? What's the question here?
I
Who do you
think
think has a strong, I know, number five? Who do you think are good? Men or women?
I think the woman always better than man.
What is that? Men are when women are better than men?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, women would be happy for your answer. But the man in the conversation, he is claiming that men are better than women. Why do you say that women are better than men?
Because every time the woman can do many tasks in the same time, but the man cannot that
Yeah.
same. And in our society, or especially nowadays, the woman always prioritize than a man.
Okay. So let's have this what about in this picture? Who is more better? Who is better, the man or the woman? They are equal. Okay, so in the picture they are equal. Okay, they are equally good in the society. It is, yeah, that one. But when it comes to time management, when it comes to time management, women are better than men.
Hmm.
Ah,
Uh, I have a question for you. So, do you think the better if the woman can achieve the balance with the man?
ah, what is that?
The my mean is I'm not sure about if the woman can achieve many results like keeps the balance in the society roles as a man.
Yes, I think. In all fairness, I think women can also achieve many good results as men do, especially this time that women are very competitive and skillful and talented. So, yeah, I believe, I am sure that women can also give many good results in the society, in the field of their works, in the field of being a mother, a worker, or a leader in the society.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, women nowadays are versatile, are skillful. They can somehow do the task of the men. Okay, long before in the old days, women are not good in driving cars because they are used to stay at home. But this time, those wives whom their husbands are working abroad or overseas, when their husbands are away at home, they act as if the husband and wife in their family raising their kids. They do the driving, they do the planning of the constructing of their house, they do the planning of running their business without their husbands, especially if their husbands are working abroad. So that only goes to say that women are independent individuals. They can stand with or without the presence of their husband.
How giờ? Yeah.
Okay. So do you have questions?
No, I don't have any question. Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on now to issue number three. Teens who smoke and drink. What's your idea about when you see, are there any teenagers or young teenagers who smoke and drink in Vietnam? Do you see?
Yeah. Every time when I go out, I can easy to see the teenager really like smoking or drink. Maybe because they affected by the movie star. Yeah.
As a father, how do you
Mhm.
feel? What is your
Yeah, maybe
reaction seeing
other.
those teenagers who smoke and drink alcoholic drinks? How do you feel seeing them?
I think if their father drink or smoke, they also the same with the father.
Yes. Okay. So, what about your son and daughter in the future? Would you allow them to smoke or drink?
Um, I think uh, and sometimes and I smoke. My daughter, one day when my son grew up and I can control everything on him,
Ah,
so maybe he
can,
will
can,
affected by that. Yeah.
can you tell again your answers? Because I cannot hear you. You are choppy. Can you say again your answers?
Because I'm not smoking, so I believe my son also same with me.
Okay.
But drink, sometimes we should to drink with friends, with the partner. That's still okay, no problem.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, because you do not smoke, so there is a 100 possibility that your son also will not smoke when he grow up. And drinking some beer, some alcoholic drinks with friends for rare occasion, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, there's nothing wrong about it. No. Okay, let's discuss this part. Teens who smoke and drink. The one thing teenagers do not want to be is teens. It is too much like being twins between infancy and maturity. They know they are no longer children, so they have to take responsibility for their actions, but they want to be treated as adults who are fully free to make choices on their own. But instead, they are caught in the middle. So they often try to pretend to be adults by adopting the only adult vices they can easily get away with, like smoking and drinking. Now, this is a common experiences to the teenagers. This is the point where they think of themselves that they are capable of handling things. That is why they try to act as adult. They try to do the vices of adults that they see. That is why, that is why It is very important that parents uh, discipline discipline their children at home. And it is also important that parents should always act as the role model of their children at home. Just like you, when because your children, your son doesn't see you drinking, I mean smoking. So he will also have in mind that it is not good to smoke because that is what he always say see in you, that you do not have time to smoke because that is not good for your health. So whenever he is in his teenager stage, he will never think of trying that smoke because he always know from you that it is not good, since you are not letting him see that you are smoking. Now, why does teens smoke and drink despite the known bad effects? They think it will make them look sophisticated. They cave into peer pressure. They start out being merely curious, but then the practice becomes habitual. They think they can stop anytime they want. They are merely copying adults' bad habits. They don't think about getting old or sick or about the potentially tragic consequences of their action. Now let's have first the difficult words. Adopt means accept. Okay?
Yeah.
If they see these vices from their parents, they will adopt it also when they get big. They will accept because they think that it is good. Get away with, manage to do, but without being punished or criticized for it. Yeah, get away meaning to say, when you want to stop your vice, you will get away with it. But the thing is, when the teenager used to smoke and drink alcohol, they will become addicted. So they they will not easily get away with it. Sophisticated, having worldly knowledge and confidence. Yeah, teenagers, when teenagers are in that level, they have this confidence. They believe in themselves that it's okay to drink alcoholic drinks. It's okay to smoke because I can manage, I can handle. They have that thinking. They believe that they are independent and that they are confident. Start out, begin as one thing, but develop into something else. Yeah, they just start out. It started, yeah, with their curiosity, but it becomes their habit. That is why you see many teenagers are, yeah, getting addicted with drinking alcoholic drinks and mm, uh, drinking or alcoholic drinks and smoking. What about, okay, can you tell me, what do you think? Why do you teens smoke and drink despite the many known bad effects? Which among these are the reasons?
The first, they think it will make them look sophisticated.
Yes.
They cave into pressure.
Yes.
And they are merely copy adults' bad habits.
Correct.
Uh, and maybe they start out being merely curious, but then the practice becomes habitual. That's all.
Yeah. Yes, they think it will make them look sophisticated. having worldly knowledge and confidence. Okay, sophisticated. They think of themselves that when they drink, smoke, when they drink, they are sophisticated, they are confident enough. But no, it's not. They cave to peer pressure. That is why parents, we should know who are the friends of our children. We should always know that our children are in the good friends, are in the good influence friends. Because if our children have a bad influence friend, then our children will have vices because their friends would force them to try drink the alcoholic drinks, would force them to let them use cigarette because yeah, they are their friends. So that is why it is important to know that our children are having the good influence friends. Because no matter how good our daughter, our son, if they have these bad friends, they will be influenced of the peer pressure. Number three, they start out being merely curious, but then the practice becomes habitual. They have just this curiosity in their mind. How does it feel when they smoke? And how does it feel when they drink alcoholic alcohol? But eventually, the work, I mean, yeah, that actions become habitual. And that is no longer good. That is the problem already. There is already a problem about that curiosity. Another is they are merely copying adults' bad habits. When they see that their parents are doing that, they will be thinking that it's okay to do that as well. Okay, so these are the common reasons why teenagers smoke and drink even if they know the bad effects of doing so. Look at them. They do not look good. Okay? Persons having vices of smoking cigarette and drinking alcohol don't look good. Don't look good. Yeah, don't look well like this. Oh, let's read now the sample answers. It would be wrong to blame the media for kids smoking and drinking. Young people did those long before modern communications were invented. Nonetheless, the mass marketers know the effects of image making and are well aware that there are few things regarded as more cool than the young rebel defying the false values of an older, powerful yet corrupt generation. The easiest way to portray that image is by showing a good looking, charismatic actor or actress smoking or drinking, or taking drugs or engage in illicit sexual activity. Okay, so we will have first the difficult words. Rebel, someone who opposes authority or opposes accepted ways of doing things. Those who do not follow the rules, yeah, set by the government officials are called rebel. Defy, oppose, or resist openly. Those persons who are confident in saying no. The, those persons who are confident of not following the rules and duties. Yeah, that is defy. Portray means show or describe in a particular way. Show or describe in a particular way. Divert, cause to change course or turn from one direction to another. Okay. Even if we raise perfectly our children at home, but when they grew up, when they belong to a bad influence friends, their good attitudes, their good behaviors can be diverted into something bad. That is the effect of peer pressure. So that is why, again, as what I have told you, it is very important that we should know, we should have the knowledge about who are the friends of our children, because the good attitude that we have injected to their minds at home can be diverted into bad because of the peer pressure. Forbid, order not to do so. You are not allowed to do. Like for example, this time, we are forbidden to go to parties and to go to travels because of the COVID-19. We are ordered not to do going to the parties, going to travel because of the COVID-19. Corrupt means immoral or dishonest. Defiant, boldly resisting. Liquor, alcohol, beverages. Okay. Okay. So the
Yeah.
person is telling her here that, yeah, we cannot blame solely the media such as the televisions. We cannot only blame those platforms as the bad influence of our children, because we can also see people who are smoking, who are drinking in our neighbors, right? Do you see also some of your neighbors smoking a cigarette and drinking alcohol? Do you also see?
Yeah.
Yes. So they are one of the factors that influence our children. It's not only the media, it's not only the television. That is why we cannot only blame that it is the media are the bad influence, it is the television are the bad influence of the young children, the young generations, why they are having this bad attitude of smoking cigarettes, drinking alcoholic drinks, but also our neighbors. Even the parents are the ones to be blamed. When the parents are having bad vices, such as drinking alcohol, smoking, yeah, they are also one of the reasons why the young teenagers nowadays are having many vices. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. What about number two? Please read number two.
Teenagers are the hope and future of the world. They are still full of energy and idealism.
Listen.
Anything is possible. The old ways of doing things don't work. So they are defiantly really ready to different approaches. Their views of the world is not shaped by any long history they have lived, though. So they are still open to new uh, possibilities. But although they may be the future, they are not yet the present. So their restlessness is often diverted into unhealthy habits as they experiment with activities their parents do not approve of.
Approval. Teenagers should understand that they are the hope and the future of the world. They
Yeah.
should understand that they have the full energy and idealism, and anything is possible to them. They should understand that one, that they should not waste their teenager years. Because you know what? We will not remain teenager. Do you see ourselves when we were young? Yeah, we have full of energy. Do you see? Do you feel this one in yourself before?
Yes.
Yes, when we were young, so when we were in our teens, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, we have many energy. We do not easily get tired, right?
Yes.
Yes, we can sustain even if we sleep very late at night. Then when we wake up in the morning, still we feel that we are strong. We have many energy. So those are the years that we also have to do our best to accomplish our goals in life. That is why teenagers, that is why we should help, yeah, we should strive our best to let our children understand the importance of their teenager lives. This is the time where they start building for their future. Okay? They have the many energy, they have the enthusiasm. This is the time that they don't surrender for the difficulties because they have this feeling that anything is possible. Okay? Because if they will waste this time, they miss some of their goals. Okay? They won't be able to achieve some of their goals. Okay? Because as this time we are in our 30s, yeah, we are in our 30s, we can see that there is a big difference when we talk about our energy. Do you feel that one? We cannot work for a long time always. We feel tired. We want to have some rest for a while. Do you feel that one in yourself?
Yes, maybe.
Yes. Yes. That is why we have to let our children understand very well that their teenagers' lives, they should use it correctly. They should do the things that will benefit to them in the future. They should not waste their teenager life by just smoking because they are making their health at risk. Of course, we know that smoking, of course, can cause lung cancer, and there are many uh, death cases due to lung cancer. Smoking also is very bad. Yeah, it has also many negative effects to our health. Instead of doing those things that may shorten their lives, that yes, let's encourage our children to do the best things that may, what is that? Strengthen, may expand their lives. And also, let's let them do the many things that will bring them to a more successful, to a more happy life in the future. Right?
Yes.
Yes, that is our goal as their parents. Or else, if we will miss the time to let them understand, there, the peer pressure will come in. And if they are, what is that, meeting a bad friends, then what is injected into their minds that it's okay to drink alcoholic drinks, it's okay to become a smoker. Yeah. That is why before that wrong information will take place in our children's mind, we have to always occupy, what is that, fill in the good information, the wisdom, yeah, their mind so that they will live their life successful and happy in the coming years. Okay.
Yes.
So when is our next class on Saturday now? On Saturday, no, yeah, on Saturday, we will continue to discuss this page on page 81, but we will be able to answer these questions, these 8 questions. Do you have questions for today's class?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, so if none, yes, thank you for your time today. Congratulations again for speaking up very well your thoughts, your ideas about the questions, this topic, about this topic. And have a great day ahead. Enjoy your time with your work, with your family, with your wife, and with your children. I hope,
Thank you
I
so
hope,
much.
I hope you learned something from this topic that we should always do our best to guide our children while they are still in their growing years, so that when they will reach the teenager stage of their life, they will not do, they will not try smoking and drinking alcoholic drinks. So
Yeah.
that is our big challenge. That is our big challenge. Yes. My daughter is now 20 years old and she is now in the fourth year, yeah, in her studies in the university. But still, I keep on talking to her about the bad things, about the good things, because that is our role as a parent, our, yeah, as parents to our children. Yes, I hope you learned something from this topic. Again, congratulations. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Yeah.
Goodbye.